was receiving a diabetic treatment here when he allegedly sprayed blood into the eyes of 2 hospital employees. It's unclear whether the blood sprayed is Gilchrist's or not, but the arrest warrant says the 2 hospital employees were caused physical injuries, including irritation and exposure to HIV. It's unclear whether those employees contracted HIV through this incident.
Mr. Trump-tastic, shuffle then you slide your feet. I'm not playing games, disappear like it's hide and seek. Mr. Trump-tastic, shuffle then you slide your feet. David Blaine, Copperfield, I'm popping out your top hat. V's on your head, I'm saying I'm surfing on a Star Trek. Magic carpet ride, now I feel like Aladdin. I hit my parlay, now I'm headed down to Sack Smith, the Steel Dossier. Peter Struck, now it's Jack Smith, the Steel Dossier. Had him doing backflips, I threw the bait out, and I think I caught it catfish. Yes, I'm outstanding. Yes, I'm outstanding. The Mexicans vote for me, and I don't speak Spanish. Election fraud had the whole DC in panic. Mr. Trump-tastic, Mr. Trump-tastic. Martial law coming and you don't even understand it. I caught the deep state. Air Force One just landed. Election court cases, I had to plead the fifth. Yeah, Congress going to hell, nigga. So is Adam Schiff. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky flow, and I think I pulled a hat trick. How I flipped the game, had me doing backflips. Yo, stop the fracking. Yo, stop the fracking. Gas prices had all the Trump heads snapping. Arrested executions, man, they already happy. Teriyaki flow, and I like my chicken black. And performing at the White House, I'm dancing at the tavern. Billie Jean jacket had me feeling like the Jacksons. Throw 'em in the trash, wipe 'em down with a throwaway. Chopper shoot from long range, I call that bitch Golden State War Room.
Yes. We back with another one, family. I hope y'all just now coming in. This episode is sponsored by Mar-a-Lago Red Theater. Now look, y'all see what's happening. Now it's turning up. Trump versus the Brotherhood. And Trump plans to label the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization, family. Now, we see they have established their synagogues in many cities across America. And guess what? The crazy thing is, America has a law called freedom of religion. But when it gets too tyrannical, they become domestic terrorists. Even the KKK was considered a religious organization, but they was declared a terrorist organization by Donald Trump too. That's why a lot of let's say hard right wing individuals, they do not care for Trump, man. To be honest with you. Them real them real homegrown terrorists, they do not care for Trump, y'all. Why? Because of these laws that's being implemented throughout the United States. Now, we got a few things going on tonight. We got a couple people that's talking about the Muslim Brotherhood. And we're going to go over what Trump said. And then we got some other trending topics. Okay? It says Trump moves against Muslim Brotherhood as Islamic group spreads in the West. And as you can see, they've been spreading in the West. President Donald Trump's new executive order directing the state and Treasury departments to pursue terrorism designated for Pacific Muslim Brotherhood chapters. So it ain't the whole Muslim Brotherhood, because some of these chapters, that they're operating inside the laws, And the thing is, you have many brotherhoods in America. Yes, you do. It ain't just the Muslims you got to worry about, because they're operating inside the law. But guess what? when things get cut off, yeah, those good people send them bad people out. That's in every organization. Them so-called good people, they got hitters. Yeah, they got people that do the dirty work for them. Yes, they do. So this is what Mr. Trump did. Shouts out to Mr. Trump. He signed on November 24th. It launches its first formal review of the Brotherhood branches in Egypt, Jordan, and Lebanon under United States designation laws and redefines how Washington treats Islamist movements with political and militant wings. Now, if man, we seen this video earlier where you have all these Islamists, extremists, man, they out on horses blocking the highway and shit. Yeah, they out on them horses blocking the highway. You know, they flexing right now. They must know America has a fracture in its spine. Yeah, America has a fracture in its spine, and somebody's pointed out. Somebody's pointed out. And these Muslims, guess what? A lot of them own all these gas stations. Yeah, they are very well connected with the oil and gas industry. Yes, they are. But like I said, man, you don't know who's who in these politics, man. They could be anybody. Cause like I said, when you're up in these realms, these higher realms, with the UN, the United Nations, that's that one world religion right here, family. That's that one. So guess what Donald Trump has to do? He has to calm the storm, and he has to put a stop to all this radicalized Islam that's going in America. But like I said, there are some chapters that have gone off the deep end, and that's in every organization, family. You have people on the right that are lug nuts. You have people on the left that are lug nuts. But guess what? They go do the will of the script that's already been written by these brotherhoods. Now the thing is, you have free Masonic brotherhoods, you have Muslim brotherhoods, you have Black Hebrew Israelite brotherhoods. All these hoods are going on through America's airways and in these institutions. Yes, and sometimes, guess what? You gotta sell your soul to get in to this brotherhood. You can't go against the brotherhood. You gotta take an oath. Anytime you get in a government position, you're a part of the brotherhood. You gotta take an oath to God. You gotta put your hand on that Bible, family. I guess the Muslims they put their hand on that damn Quran after this bitch. Okay, so Senator Ted Cruz, Republican of Texas, praised the move because, like I said, they moving into Texas too. I heard they moving they way into Texas. They flexing muscle into Texas. This is the call-in show too, by the way. Tell me what y'all think. What's gonna happen with these individuals that some of them don't like Americans. All right, I'll be honest with you. Some of them don't like Americans at all. Washington has long debated whether the Brotherhood is unified, is a unified global movement, or a loose network of national branches with different agendas and levels of militancy. That dispute stalled previous attempts to designate the group. Trump's order bypasses that debate and directs federal agencies to examine individual chapters that analysts say already meet the legal thresholds, family. So, yeah, it's getting real ugly in some of these spots. And we pointed out Dearborn, Michigan, they say it's one of them, but guess what? They having all these babies, they multiplying, and the thing is, they They multiplying faster than white folks, man. That's the crazy part about it. And the Muslim Brotherhood, see, all these brotherhoods that, you know, they get their symbology from Egypt. So now they got to go investigate. That's where they're doing these investigations at Egypt, Lebanon, all these, what they call third world countries. They call them third world countries because guess what? We live in a different time setting. See, you go over to them third world countries, it looks like they never progressed. They still wear sandals with their crusty ass toes out. They wear hoods. That is the brotherhood. You see? See what this Muslim man got on? He got on a hood. He got on a veil, family. Also, he got on a damn halo. So, let's get into some of these videos. We pulled up Jake Lane. I don't know if y'all heard of Jake Lane. I think he's an agent. I really do. I really think he's an agent. Okay. But he files a $200 million lawsuit for federal hate crime against Muslim and Dearborn police. Okay. So let's pull his video up. Let's pull Jake Sullivan's. Man, what happened to Jake Sullivan? That's the dude. That's the black dude that went inside the damn Capitol building on January 6th. He was a Democrat and he was working for CNN. And he was paid to go inside of there. Yes, he was. I think his name is Jake Sullivan. Let's get into this video, family.
I'm gonna take out. I was punched harder by Capitol Police Officer lady, so it's okay. Really hard. Really, really hard right here. But it's okay. All American, baby. Get that motherfucker! All American,
So this supposed to be the hate crime taking place.
In 1900.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude right here. Mustafa Hammer. He's smiling. He's smiling because guess what? He know he an agent. He always popped up at the Jeff Metcalf. He popping up in all these. That's just weird. And guess what he's there to do? You got both sides there to stir the pot. Okay? But guess what? A lot of people identify with Mustafa ideology, and a lot of people identify with Jake Sullivan ideology. So when those ideologies meet, they're going to clash. Matter of fact, it's written for these people to self-destruct. It's written for the white man to go against the Muslim, the black man to go against the white man, and for the white man to eventually self-destruct at the end of the day. Because that's what some people feel like. I see what's going on. Not fucking stupid. So a lot of people feel like they losing the damn country. And you got Mustafa Muhammad here right here. He the council member. He the council member of Dearborn. He knows the damn mayor. The mayor has Muslim ties. That damn whole Dearborn, Michigan right there, you might as well leave that place alone. That place is cooked. You ain't gonna drive them damn. You know what I'm saying? That's just their area right there. I would just leave them alone. Let me be honest with you. I'll just leave them alone. But you can't leave them alone because every time you drive by, you see jihad. you see jihad out this bitch. And when white people see jihad, they get nervous. They feel like they losing their. And you got some black people out there too, but the thing is, black people are stupid because guess what? Guess who enslaved the blacks first? The Muhammad's. The Muhammad's enslaved the Africans. And then the Muhammad's taught the white man how to enslave the blacks. You see how this goes? Maybe this is karma. I don't know. If it is, I want no part of it. But guess what? This is why Muhammad laughing, and this is why he pleading his case. But even though this dude right here is an Israeli agent, a lot of white people share his same views, and he's the amplifier. He amplifies the message, just like Charlie Kirk. He amplified the message. Some people agree with him, some people didn't. But guess what? His supporters believed in him. But I don't think he believed in his supporters. To be honest with you. Now, I told you about that too. I think he did a disservice by not telling y'all what was going on behind closed doors. Because like I said, Christ would never take money from the synagogue. But Charlie Kirk did. Jesus Christ ain't got no donuts. Okay? So I keep it real on this channel, but a lot of people don't like to keep it real. So let's get into the video.
The world was 30% white. Fast forward 125 years, we are down to 7%.
Ain't no fucking way them numbers is cooked. Ain't no way if the white race drop off like that, boy, you might as well say it's time for extinction. Ain't no way America in the 1930s is 70% white. And then you fast forward 100 years later, you down to 25, 30%. Where else did the 40% go? I mean, in the next 10 years, there won't be no white tees around this motherfucker. And guess what? Mustafa Muhammad, he know that. That's why he's laughing. Them numbers gotta be cooked. Well, them numbers wasn't right to begin with. See, one or the other. The numbers they gave us was lies. There wasn't that very many white people here like they said it was. Or option 2, extinction. Mass extinction. So I'd rather go with the first option. I'd rather go with the numbers was cooked in the first place. Because ain't no damn way people just drop dead 40% over. That's just a generation. How in the fuck in a generation? You know how stupid that fucking sounds? Let's go with the numbers was cooked. Because I already did the fucking research. The numbers was cooked. Ain't no way in a generation 40% white people just disappear out of nowhere. Where are these white people going, fam? And guess what? Mustafa know he's fucking lying. He know the numbers are cooked, but guess what? The people that follow this dude, Jake, right here, they don't know the numbers is cooked. But guess what? The reason why the numbers is cooked, because he go lead y'all in the hell. And Mustafa, he know that. He's laughing because the law protects what's going on. And the only person that can stop it is Donald J. Trump. I'm going to be honest with you. He can only stop the radicals. These moderates right here, they going to still be lingering around because they got rights. They got American rights to assemble and practice their religion. So guess what? You're gonna have a lot of white people that are radicalized crash out. And guess what? Mustafa know that. I'm just telling y'all what's going on because y'all not gonna get the real spill from other channels. Y'all go get repeat after me. That's what y'all been doing. That's what a lot of y'all been doing. Y'all just be repeat after him. Or what they call Simon Says, family.
The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people. The Islamification of America is aiming to meet the same goal. Our people, white Christian, European, Western civilization, we built the arts. We built the Colosseum. We have ran the world into the industrial age. And now, this people here, the Muslim community, is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn.
Yeah, look, he calling for Trump to send ICE into Dearborn when knowing damn well all those people in Dearborn are pretty much legal. Okay, pretty much legal because they've been there for decades. Dearborn, this ain't nothing new about Dearborn. If you just now finding out about Dearborn, you Johnny come lately out this bitch. Matter of fact, if you just now concerned about Dearborn, you might as well get off the internet. I remember people talking about Dearborn and their Muslim population, what, 20 years ago? 20 years ago. I heard about Dearborn and their Muslim population. So what's changed from 20 years ago to now? Somebody tell me what has changed from 20 years. Their population has changed, not changed from 20 years until now. I don't, because they've been praying and shit like that for years. I think it's just the camera. I think it's just the internet. I think people are just, out of place in some sense because, golly, this shit been going on for over a decade. For over a decade. That town been captured. That town has been, I swear it has. Maybe like 20 years ago, I was locked up with this one cat. He said he had family in Dearborn, and he was Muslim. I said, Dearborn got Muslim? He said, yeah, man, Dearborn got a hell of a population. Man, this was like 20 years ago, bro. I was locked up in county, fam. So I don't understand what the damn big surprise is because it wasn't a problem 20 years ago, but now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. And the reason why it's a problem, because a lot of people's dreams of America are coming to an end, especially in Fantasyland and especially in Hypocrite Nation. See, when they said, oh, there's a problem in Dearborn, I said, oh, really? I said, the first thing that came to my head was, there's been a problem in Dearborn. If that's the problem in Dearborn now, there's a problem in Dearborn 10, 20 years ago. But I guess they doing extra shit now. And then guess what? You got your agitators in there. You got Christians that don't like Muslims. I'm pretty sure you got like 2 or 3 Christian church. But everything else in Dearborn probably mosque out that bitch. And they growing and they having babies. And guess who's not having babies? White people are not having babies. Allegedly. That's what they said. That's what they said. And who's they? The scientists, the people we don't see. Yeah, those are they. Those are pronouns. They get to cook up the number. They get to change the script. They get to flip the numbers. Okay? Yeah, those people.
These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them, it is tyranny, destruction. It is shithole living. We have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you.
But there's places in America like that, bro. I could pull up pictures like that. Cities you see what I'm saying? They said they got countries, but in their countries, there's nice places too. Their countries ain't all fully bad. See, this motherfucker right here, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though y'all share the same views as him, he off target with some of his shit. And that's the point of an agent, to be off and on target. Yeah, he mixed the truth with the lies. Yeah, because he's a fucking agent. And some of y'all go align with this shit because I understand. Some of y'all go align with an agent. Some of y'all align with Candace Owens. She a fucking agent. But guess what? Agents already know your fucking brain because they know you're stupid. And they know your history and your background. And they're able to make sure everybody else thinks alike. So they don't have to use a lot of brain processing power to fuel their agenda. They know you'll just follow it. Yeah. Because guess what? You align with some of their views and they're outspoken. And the thing is, this dude Jake right here, he's probably part of the Muslim Brotherhood. But he just needs your ass out there to riot and cause violence. And they got him on all sides. So, and you got, and everybody's right here laughing. Everybody right here laughing. They're just not gonna let it get too out of control. That's what they see. They're the gate guards. They're not gonna let it get too out of control. But down here with the peasants and the bottom feeders, yeah, it's gonna get nasty. Yeah, souls will be sacrificed in hell at the bottom of the pyramid structure in politics. Family.
In our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Damn right. Founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans. Amen. And
now this dude right here, let's pull this up. Because this dude, he radicalized. See, he would be under one of these chapters. Right here. He would be under one of these chapters.
See that the Christians celebrate the so-called birth of Isa alayhi salam, which is a pagan holiday. These rogue liars make claims against Allah Jalla wa Ala that are mind-blowing, so much so that hearts turn away from. The beginning of every Gregorian year, they make the celebration claiming that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a wife and a child. How can a Muslim after this celebrate, congratulate, intermingle with these kuffar, claiming that Allah Jalla wa Ala has a wife and has a child? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wrath is upon them. He says, subhanahu wa ta'ala, means, indeed you have brought forth a terrible evil thing. And do not fall, ya ikhwa, for the interfaith nonsense. These people give khutab and come to the masajid, claiming that the Yahud are not kuffar, the Nasara are not kuffar. No one is kafir. We're all the children of Adam. We worship Allah differently. Brothers in humanity, don't fall for this, ya ikhwa. This is the new thing that is going on today.
What does that say? Mary. There's a dude named Mary, but he's a Catholic priest. And we went over that dude too. We broke his whole symbology down behind his name. Andrew Oliver used to send me his videos, and I'm telling you, I was like, man, Andrew Oliver, bro. I said, bro, you don't see his symbolism and what he's trying to do, but he under a different brotherhood. He just under a different brotherhood. But in some uh, scriptures of the Quran, which I have skimmed over, most of that stuff is in retaliation. I'm gonna be honest with you. But like I said, it can get radicalized as well. But those words or those scriptures have been taken out of context, like always, just like they do the Christian Bible. Those words are taken out of context too. But overall, majority just religion, not religion, but the spirituality part of religion. That's good. That's good. But the whole veil over it, that's bad. Until you can peel those veils back, that's when you end up opening up that third eye, which they demonize as well too. They demonize the third eye, or what they call the eye of providence. See, Christ personifies the third eye because he sees everything. But in Hollywood, they demonize the third eye, and in Christian uh, culture, they think that's demonic. Family, they think that's very demonic. But some people, or most people, don't understand that the third eye is also a symbol of technology. Yes, it is. Cameras, third eye technology. Phone, third eye technology. Okay? So, let's move to the next video because I had something else queued up for y'all as well. Yeah. Muslim Brotherhood supposed to be dismantled. Well, some of the chapters. It ain't gonna be all the chapters. And we gotta go over why Walmart is selling turkey for just 50 cents a pound, fam. And we gotta do the Thanksgiving episode every year. Because guess what they were doing in the turkey farm? Immigrants were having sex with turkeys, and they were squirting white stuff in the turkeys, fam. Go look at the video we did yesteryear, and guess what? That video got a lot of views, fam. Yes, that video got a lot. It might be on my Mr. Trumptastic TV channel because I got Mr. Trumptastic Radio, Mr. Trumptastic TV. I got the Mar-a-Lago Red Theater channel. I'm about to pop out with some more shit too. I got 3 channels going on. I just got to give y'all some more visuals, and the music will come out next year too. But Walmarts in Pennsylvania are selling turkeys for 50 cents, and do not buy Butterball. But I know some of y'all got a Butterball turkey in your fridge right now. Okay. And we got to go back over Candace Owens. And allegedly, it said the White House and counterintelligence agencies confirm that Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize the assassination of Candace or Candace Owens, because she's a coon. Okay? She's a fucking coon. And she uses white boys, or preferably white men, to climb the social ladder. Yes, she does. Because we don't even fucking see her husband. And I think she seduced Charlie Kirk. And a lot of white folks don't like that. Okay? Because Candace Owens did not let Erica Kirk grieve. And rumor has it, this is just rumors, I don't know if it's true or not, they said that Erica Kirk is pregnant, but I don't believe it. But I reposted it anyway, like it was true. I did. Why? Just to see the reactions on people's faces. But they're saying that, but like I said, she's screwing somebody. Because ain't nobody. Yeah, them women got their pleasures too, family. Officer Tatum, pro Israel. Officer Tatum is now convinced that Jamal Khan's family was plotting to kill Candace Owens. So he got something to say. He always got something to say. And as soon as he get a chance to blame it on somebody else, that's what he gonna do. As soon as he get a chance to get the heat off Israel, that's what he go fucking do. Because he's fucking predictable too. He is so fucking predictable too. It's out of this world. I think that's. Oh, let's look at this chick. This is the chick that said that there were 48 mosques. She said 48 mosques have opened in Texas, not just across the whole state, but just zoomed in Dallas Fort Worth. In the last 24 months, family. But didn't we tell you there were other there were Ukrainian generals staying in Texas, fam. There were Ukrainian generals staying in Florida and Hollywood. We already told y'all about. We already did an episode about that. I said, why are these generals? This was during the last year of the Biden administration. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So let's get into this video, family. Let's get into this video.
Shocking video that I didn't even know was a whole thing happening over the past couple of years. 48 mosques have opened in Texas, not just across the whole state, but just zoomed in Dallas Fort Worth solely in the last 24 months. This is not merely a conversation of religious tolerance. This is not merely a coexist bumper sticker advertisement for freedom of religion under the First Amendment. These mosques are not just gathering places for people to freely practice their religion in our country, but from inside of many of them have become a breeding ground for an unapologetic conversation about a hostile takeover.
So I guess a lot of people just don't want to wait to see it happen, or if it's gonna happen. Some say they just go grow so big they just go take over and just, or they might just do domestic terrorism. But I don't see how they go get away with that. I don't see how they would get away with that when we got tanks and bombs and we got a whole military. So what are they exactly taking over? Like, or I can say this, or they can work their way up into federal government and get a hold of those nuke codes over time. Is that the play? Is that the play? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Would that be it? Is that what she's talking about? A silent takeover? Because I know they ain't going around just stabbing people. Just they're going around just hawking people. I know they ain't doing that because they would have been done did it. They would have been done did that. I don't think they're going around just hawking people. That's the thing. We ain't seen that yet on a mass level in America. So a takeover. See that I don't know. Is that dealing in paranormal? Is that dealing in fear? Somebody tell me so I can see where y'all heads is at. I don't like dealing in fear. oh, these people might do this and these people, which very well might be happening. But I don't like living in fear. So what do you do to solve this problem? Or can you even solve it at all? That's the question. Can you really even solve it? Especially like getting around the law, because the only thing you can do is uh, frisk their radicalized people, lock them up, frisk and lock them up. That's the only thing. Well, other than that, shit, they're allowed to grow like wild weeds in America if they got the economic totem pole to take over. So I don't know what she's talking about, man. I wish people would articulate this. So I wish people would be better at articulating themselves. You're not gonna get that on no 30-second reel. You're not gonna learn nothing off a 30-second reel. Okay. And to you people out there that think y'all know it all because you got TikTok, that don't mean shit.
Of America. That direct attack, unapologetically, is coming from one source: Islam.
So you ain't gonna learn nothing off that. Did you learn anything off that? I didn't. I didn't. I didn't learn a goddamn thing off what she just said. Because she didn't really articulate herself about how this shit go play out. Now they go come through with a sword and come on knocking on people's doors, start hawking people. When does that go? When does that go be? Because that shit ain't gonna that shit ain't gonna fly in 2025. That shit's not gonna happen in 2025. I know that much. Maybe 2082, when everybody else is dead, we won't know. But our next generation, they're gonna have to deal with it. So I don't know. I think I'm about to get off here, y'all. Make sure you share and like the video. I think we pretty much went over everything. Trump, it will establish the terrorist act on some of these chapters, not all of them, because, like I said, a lot of these brotherhoods have the freedom to operate across the world. America is just a big economic pit stop for them. All right, I'm out.